We've been trying to clean out this like corner, or I guess space in the office. We already got rid of those shelves, so those are gone. But next we're going through everything in these drawers. We already cleared this one out. This one was pretty much just like random stuff. And then this one as well is empty. It was all paper samples and stuff like that, so we just put those upstairs in case we needed them. So right now I'm going through this one, which is where all of our actual samples are. And I've pulled most of the good ones out. I'm gonna put them on that shelf for now because we plan to keep that shelf there just for copies and stuff like that. So I'm working on that, and then we'll go through. Oh, this one's already cleaned, so this is the last one, and then we'll take everything, move these shelves, clear out the spot. So this trash can is pretty much all the stuff that was in this drawer that we didn't need. Everything else went over here, but this is all samples we've kept that we didn't really need, all that kind of stuff. Okay, now those cabinets are gone. That's the outline of where they were, as well as those. And then we also we cleaned out that desk over there, and Terry's gonna come get it. And we moved this table from where it was up here to down there. So we'll have a lot more room for the meetings in the mornings, because before that table was right there. So we're still just cleaning out stuff, and we're gonna get rid of that desk and clean off all of that stuff and probably donate a lot of it, and then see where we go after that. Do you have anything to say? No?
I'm excited.
She's excited.
Hello, everybody. So our next improvement is gonna be this place here, because we had all of our office supplies, and since we've been moving a bunch of stuff, we kind of just threw everything that we are gonna be keeping on this area. So it's now time that we organize it and make an improvement video.
Okay, here's our progress from the last couple days. This is totally cleaned out. All the drawers are empty, and we cleaned it off, and so we're gonna donate this one. And then this we pretty much cleaned up today. This is just all of the office supplies and a couple things like taxes, stuff like that. We're also probably gonna move samples over here, because once this desk is gone, it'll be much easier for us to walk from there where we're giving out samples to here than all the way over there where the samples are right now. So that'll eliminate some motion. We still kind of need to go through all of this stuff, but I think Adri's just gonna take that home, and so we have a couple things over here. But this area is a lot better, and then whenever we paint, we're gonna hang all that stuff up, so it won't be right there. Okay, the next improvement we're working on is taking off these like labels on the glass. Adriana's working on it. As you can see, we've already taken a couple of them down, but we're just taking them off because they're not very relevant anymore, and we can do a lot more stuff than this. And we also have a big sign right in front of the door that shows like prices and everything, so there's just no sense for it to be there, so we're taking those down. Okay, so this desk is gone now, so there's a lot more room over there. We'll have to, I guess, steam the spots where the desk was out of the carpet, but it's a lot more space over here. And we also got rid of the labels on the windows, so those are all clean. Next, I think, is just painting. That's about all we have left to do, and to move the desks around, but we'll probably do that after we paint. Okay, this is kind of a smaller improvement compared to what we've been doing, but when we moved that table, it's left these little indents in the carpet where the legs were, and this is where the safe was. So I'm gonna take this steamer and this brush and just get them out of the carpet. Okay, just so you can kind of see a difference, here's where the one that we haven't steamed is, and this is where it was. You can kind of see the wet area from the steam, but it just takes it out of the carpet, so it's not so noticeable. And here's this one too. Okay, here's the after. Again, you can still kind of see it, especially with those deeper ones over there, but once this dries, I'll probably go over it again and it won't be noticeable anymore, so. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is clean off this desk because we're probably gonna move it later, so might as well clean it now so it's easier when we do it then. Okay, and here's the desk after I cleaned it off. So we got rid of a lot of that stuff or put it back where it's supposed to go. There.
We're like all the way around.
Are we? Okay, I just wanted to kind of show the painting situation so you can see why we are painting. It's just really spotty everywhere. Like there's that big line right there that's not quite filled in, and then like half of the trim is painted on that and half of it isn't for some reason. Like they just stopped right there. And then over on this wall you can see like the very bottom isn't painted, it just kind of stops like right there. And then the one that annoys me the most, because this is my desk, is that wall. It just stops like halfway up for no reason. So we're gonna try and fix all of that, especially because so many customers can see it and it doesn't really look good. And there's also some up front, like this isn't painted very well, it's really spotty, and like that side of it isn't painted, but this is, and there didn't get close to the windows, and so there's a spot, there's just a bunch of stuff and it bothers me a lot. So we're gonna repaint pretty much everything. We're probably gonna keep that the tan color because that looks pretty nice, but other than that I think we're gonna repaint everything white. And there's another one, it just kind of stops right there. So there's a bunch of places. Okay, so right now we're working on masking off stuff so we don't have to do that Saturday. Adriana's taking the curtains down right there. But we already did this window, and so we're just working on masking off everything we need to, because like we're gonna paint the trim on this and then we'll get to those windows up there. But right now we're focused on these two. And she's got the curtains down.
Whoop. Okay, I need an iPhone 17.
They're pretty
The
expensive.
zoom in on this thing goes all the way to 24. This is insane for a video. Mine only goes to 2.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh. Which one
I
do you
might have
have?
to test it out. The 16.
Oh.
Maybe that'll be my birthday present.
Yeah.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
Okay, so today's Friday and we're gonna paint tomorrow. So we're basically just getting everything prepared. I got a lot of the masking done yesterday because this window and that window was the two biggest things. I just need to do up above the doors. And then we're probably not gonna take those curtains down. We're just gonna paint around them because you can pull them back, sort of like that one is. So I just need to mask off all of that stuff, and then we just moved this so we'll be able to paint the trim here. We're not really sure where we're gonna put this after we get everything organized. This is the current state of our desks, and it's kind of a mess, but that's just so we have, everything's just kind of squished to the middle so we have room to paint. So today we're just gonna mask everything off, put down tarps at the end of the day probably, and make sure we have enough room before we paint. Adriana, do you have anything to say?
I'm ready to paint.
She's ready to paint.
Yay!
Okay, so we are one roll of blue tape down, and I've gotten this window fully done, as well as around the edges. We're probably not gonna paint down there, or we will in the future, but not tomorrow, just because of all those wires. I don't know how we're gonna paint around that without getting paint all over the wires or in there and we don't know how to organize it. So that's gonna stay there, unfortunately, but I can't find a way around that. And then I've gotten this whole wall done, this window done, and that's sort of how I've been holding back these side areas, because these will pull all the way that way, but they don't pull all the way that way, if that makes sense. So I just kind of have to work around this side. And then there's that window all the way done. And I've got the outlet masked off too. And then I got the top of this one before I ran out. So I just need to finish off this, and then there's a couple little other areas that I want to mask off just to be sure. Okay, the little improvement I made while I was working on all of this was we have this little like pocket holder thing. So I have a couple different things in here. I usually have that binder clip I'm using on that other window. I have my knife for cutting tape and my phone in case I need it. And also I can just sit the tape right there while I'm standing up working on those. So before I was leaning all the way down to pick it up or like kind of propping it up on something, but this way it's right where I need it whenever I need it. And I can also like tuck it down further in there so it's not just bouncing. So that's been helping a lot. So I'm gonna finish this up. Okay, it's Saturday, so we're painting today. We're starting at a very bright and early 10 a.m. But everything, I got most of the masking done, all of that stuff yesterday. I'm just gonna lay out one final one up there, because that's the only thing I didn't get to do. So I'm gonna lay that out, and then we're gonna start painting. We're gonna start with primer back here, and then just kind of work our way around. And Adriana will be here in a minute, so it'll go by pretty fast, I think. Okay, it's 11 now. I have this bottom trim done, and then that whole window all the way around. And so now I'm just gonna work on the trim over there because it needs a little bit of stuff, or a little bit of paint. And then I'll probably get up there so I can have this whole wall done and let it dry before I start working up there. So, just a little update. Okay, so it's 1:30. We've painted, this whole wall's ready to be painted. You can see the primers all over it. Adriana's gotten about like halfway up that trim, but we're gonna have to move the ladder to get that. So that's where it is now. And then the whole front pretty much is primed. We need to get the little areas at the bottom and then some of that wall and what Adri's working on right now. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to be painted. Looks really good. And then I need to get that whole area up there. And then I think that's about it. Adriana, do you have anything to say?
I'm hungry.
We should go get lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's Monday morning now. We got a lot of stuff done yesterday. Everything is primed, and this front wall is pretty much done. Adriana's just going back on a couple places where the paint just didn't quite look right, so she's fixing those areas, and then that'll be done. And we'll just have, this is just primed, it's not painted, so we need to go back over this whole area, the trim up around there, down there, that window, and then that whole wall pretty much, and also the trim around there. But those shouldn't take as long as that front wall did because there's just not as much paint on it. So we're just gonna work on that this morning, and hopefully we'll get it all done today. Okay, so this morning we're basically just putting the office back together. All of the painting is done except for that little corner up there, but we can do that pretty quickly. So Adriana's working on hanging up those pictures over there. I'm cleaning off these shelves so we can put them back up there, and then after this all we'll have to do is fix the desk situation and rearrange them how we want them. So alright, so we've done a bunch of just cleaning, moving everything back where it goes today, and this side of the office and the front is pretty much back to normal, back how we want it. So the front looks really good with the white paint on it. I like that a lot better. But the last thing we have left to do is to organize the desks how we want them. So the plan right now, because that desk is pretty much extra, like nobody's using it, this is my desk, that's Adriana's. What we're gonna do is keep my desk probably about right here, and then put that middle one between it, sort of vertically, and then put the job ticket printer behind that. So we can keep the job jackets on the desk in the middle, and then have Adriana's desk on the other side. And then this big cabinet thing is probably gonna go along this back wall, because since we moved it, we really like having this little pathway right here because it makes it way easier to get up front, because before with the 3 desks along here, that one touched the wall pretty much, or touched the cabinet, so you either had to go all the way around that way or all the way around that way. So it's kind of a little shortcut. We like it, not totally sure we're gonna keep it, but it's either gonna go back against that wall or against this wall where this picture is. We also need to put that picture back up, but that's a different project, so it's going good. We're probably gonna fix the desks tomorrow, so that'll be the last step in the whole office redo situation. Okay, so it's Thursday. We're working on the desks right now. So the first thing we did was move that cabinet from over there. And we had to take all the cabinets out of it, so just me and Adriana could move it. And then now we are cleaning them out, vacuuming them out, and we're gonna put them in there. They were pretty much empty anyways, but we took out everything else that was in them. So these will be there if we need them, but we're mostly just using it for the counter space up there. So we're working on that now, and then we'll work on the desks. Okay, here is the final front office after we made all the changes, did everything. We've been working on it for a while, but the biggest changes are Spencer's desk. I don't think we talked about that. We ended up turning it, so it's much easier for him to walk just straight out that door there from the print room or from that door, because before he had to kind of walk all the way around. And it also gives us more room for meetings, which is good. So that's different. And then we cleaned this whole area out, painted, obviously. And then here are the desks. So me and Adriana share this middle one and use it for job ticket printing, and now it's way easier than me having to walk all the way over there and after printing tickets and then put them in job jackets, or if someone picked up, I can do that all at my desk now and don't have to walk all the way over there. And then this area is changed. We put the cabinet back here, and then that's just the old computer. It has to be up and running somewhere because my computer is connected to it, so we just put it back there so it's out of the way, and there's a base station back there. But it's a lot less inventory here by a lot. We threw away a lot of stuff, and also a lot less motion, and the paint isn't bugging me anymore, so did everything we set out to do. Adriana, do you have anything to say?
We're gonna try it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love the improvement.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's a lot more open.
Yeah. Oh, and we have this little pathway over here, so we can also she can get to the pickup desk way faster. So lots of improvement.